Hey everyone, I just want to make a quick note before I jump into this episode. Part of the reason why I haven't had one up for the last couple months is that tragically, just a few days after I put up our last episode, our beautiful boy Semper passed away. It was very sudden. He just collapsed one day, and we did everything we could to save him, surgery, and he ended up having cancer and his spleen burst, and he fought bloody hard and he almost made it, but tragically he didn't. So the motivation hasn't quite been there to get a video up, but it doesn't mean we haven't been busy. We've been doing stuff, so any video you see with Semper is obviously old. A lot's happened around here, but I just thought I'd let you know that. Rest in peace, Semper, we miss you, buddy, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Cheers. Okay, today is something we've been waiting for quite a while, and that is the kitchen boards for the bench. Ashley's been crying out for them. I actually measured them up a while ago and we had to get them cut at the store and put the edges on. Man, didn't realize how expensive that is. But here they are. They're black. I still have my concerns that the black could be a bit harsh after the whole tile debacle. Yeah, but let's get these off and get them in there on the edge. Cardboard. Forever just cardboard. So this thing fits. So just leaning that there like that gives you an idea of. So when I measured this board, obviously you want it to fit super flush, so I really measured it tight. I knew I could adjust these legs a little bit if I needed to, and easier said than done. There's a lot of weight on there. Okay, here we go, the reveal. So that's it there. I mean, I guess you get the black with the tiles and the downlights and the bench. It's a lot of black, but yeah, no, it doesn't look too bad. So on this side we've got that there. It's a bit of a clash of colours with the cream, gotta say, but it does go with all the rest of everything else is black, so it kind of does go with the look, so it's not too bad, not too bad. Now what are we doing today? So I was doing the site plan for the property. When I was doing the measurements, I measured everything out and I was like, something's not quite adding up here. I felt like either the house was too big or the section was too small. So it turned out I got a surveyor in, and this boundary here, which runs down here and along there, is out. And not just by a little bit, by a significant amount, up to 1.5 meters, almost all the way down. Now as the garage goes back in this corner here, the garage needs the offset to be 1.5 on each boundary, so we're moving this whole fence. I don't know if you can see in the back corner there's a stake. Let's go have a quick look. And if we make our way down to the other end, you'll find it's actually quite significant, because from here, I don't know if you can see, I might be able to zoom in later. Let's just come down and have a wee walk, shall we? So the front, and you can see that stake down there and the one back there. So the boundary pretty much runs through here. So that we're going to pull this across to about there, which is going to make things really handy in terms of the driveway. It just gives us that little bit of extra room. We wouldn't bother, but just because it's where the garage is going and we have to have an accurate measure for that for our building consent, fence has to move. So we're starting that process today. Ash working hard.
New addition, Monty. Hey, Monty. Hi, say hi. The new hillbilly. Are you the new hillbilly?
How we going, Ash?
Yeah, getting there.
Devastation.
Hot.
Right, as you can see, we've been busy. So we've got all the panels down all the way, and we've smashed all these ones off because we're going to put a higher fence along here. Yeah, those big posts there and those palings, shwink.
Shwink.
We'll follow Ash. Semper. Where's little Omicron? There he is. This is our new little man. His name's Monty. Monty! Hey! Monty Python. Right, so we've got our posts up on the end. We'll run the level up here for our string line. We're in the right spot there. So let's have a look and turn around and see. Can you see that line down there? You can see how much extra gain we've got here. I've never seen such a massive run before. And then you can see down here, when you get into this spot, you can see how much of his driveway is actually in our section, all the way down. But it's not really practical to ask him to move his driveway. So what we're going to do is, like I was saying, we're going to run the fence down the string till where it meets here, and then we're going to just go along and join there and then go down like that. So we're losing this bit, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter at that end because we just wanted the extra stuff down here for the driveway, which will work quite nicely. Okay, I want you to take one last look at this view from out the back door, because I'm starting work on the deck, putting a few strings up, getting a bit of a platform, because we got the wood dropped off, which is out the front. I'm not sure if I showed you that, but it's basically the problem with the stuff, it goes dry and it bows, and it's already bowing to shit. So I've basically got 3 days left before Christmas, before we go away. I need to get all the framing up, the bearers and the joists for the deck, and I'll lay the decking next year. But yesterday, what did I show you? So we're into the fence here, so let's have a quick look so you can see, get an idea of what I've done so far, how much bigger the gap is going to be. So it's obviously significant. So before, obviously the fence was here and we only had a very narrow gap to get through. Now we're going to have much more room, which is going to be great. And you can see down the end here, we've got all our wood in that pile. So I want to get the framing up for the deck, because the most expensive wood is the stuff that's bowing. And then I'll finish this fence. But it's all got to happen in the next couple days. Semper with his little shadow Monty under there. Let's crack it into it, eh, Semp? As you can see, been playing a little bit of whack-a-mole. So that's all the holes dug with the post hole borer, I might add. If you can ever hire one, if you're doing a big job, it's worth doing, because I did all those holes in 5 minutes, and if I dug those by hand, I don't know how long that would take me, probably 15.
Make sure you've got gold on. This is your Kiwis.
Concrete's in, piles are set. Now let's start on some bearers. What do you think, Monty? Hey, bearers! So we've got our 2 bits of 6x2 there. I have to basically get these put together before they dry, because they're just bowing like crazy and I'll never get them done. So while they're wet, get them together. Oh Jesus, Monty, and nail them up real good. Let's put 500 nails in them, and then tomorrow we'll be on the laser level and we'll cut all these piles off and we'll get the bearers on. We'll have them already ready to go. So yeah.
I now have 3 nail guns, none of which apparently work. And I'm not quite sure why. It could be the battery is fucked. There's something quite therapeutic though about hitting a nail in old school.
There's some bearers. Looking good, came together nicely, wasn't too hard. So we've got our piles in, we've got the bearers. Tomorrow we'll get the laser level and we'll get these piles cut off, and then we'll get the bearers on, joists on, we've got it all framed up, and then back into the fence. Only a few days till Christmas. See you tomorrow.
Today, not quite as nice a day as yesterday, but it does mean less sun. Right, so the piles are all set. Now what I've done is gone around with the laser and marked off the height that I want before I add my bearers and my joists. So we've taken basically the top height of the deck and then we've minused 300 off that more or less. So now I'm going to shoot around with the skill saw and chop all the piles down. It's always scary this moment because you just pray that you didn't measure wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right.
Okay, so those are our bearers all done and fixed on. Now time to get our joists on. Oh, I've got 1% battery, just a quick one. So this is where we're at. Unfortunately, a couple of the pieces of wood were completely crap. One had a massive knot and broke in half, and 2 of the other ones are completely bowed. But that's all good. Joists down. They're not going to bend now. Chuck some Z nails in, and yeah, that's the deck done for now until we get back from holidays, and then we'll chuck the top of it on. But yeah, happy with that. It's going to be fantastic. Out the back, nice big deck. Got the building consent for the shed, which is going in the corner. So it's all going good, all good. Almost beer o'clock. Hello, welcome back to a very hot day and a fence that's been coming along. So I think last time we touched in, I was just starting on it. Since then, I've obviously done a fair bit more. Today, we're going to finish putting up the palings. So we'll get our rails. I've just picked up a bunch of wood. We'll get our rails along here, and then we'll get our palings on that side. And yeah, and then we'll get this video maybe put together and put it up. As you can see, we still haven't got the wood for the deck, but we really want to get this fence done because then we can get this pad done. Now the new year started, the concrete pad for the garage, and then we can get the garage in, get the driveway done. But just looking here, I mean, look at the difference it's made. When we look down here, you can see where the old drive would have been from here across. We could only just fit down it. You know, it's a massive difference. Right, we've got our railings up here, as you can see, nice and straight. Now, put some palings on. So I figure, why not do a wee time lapse all the way along? Come with me, let's do this.
Whew. All right, that is the end. It's a pretty long fence. I think it's good 35 meters or so. Question, I mean, we paid for the fence, so we decided which way it went round, but what way do you prefer a fence to be? So we chose to put this on the outside. Obviously this isn't our property, ours is on that side, so that's what's on the other side. Which way around do you go? Because some people like it this way around and others like it the other way. We sort of feel like if you have it this way, this kind of frames your property. I don't know, everyone's different, aren't they? Right, now a little bit of a clean up, and then so what we do is, you see along the top here you've got these sort of jagged edges, so we get a string line and we'll chalk line and we'll run it across there, and then we'll get the skill saw and we'll cut that out and level sort of chunks all the way along. So we'll end up with a smooth finish, and obviously we'll cut off the top of these posts. Yeah, look at this poor husky. Maddox, hey. Hello. Lives in that cage 23 hours a day, at least. Anyway, right. Let's get into the next stage. Maybe have a break. It is cooking hot. Good morning. Welcome back to the formerly Blue Palace. Today we've got a bit of stuff happening. It wasn't really planned, but Sean called me this morning from A1 Bobcats and was like, hey, we want to come today and get that stuff sorted. By stuff, we're talking about the garage pad. And I was like, shit, I'm not quite ready. And he's like, well, we're coming. So yeah, it's all on today. So the Bobcat's going to come, going to rip out all these old posts. We're also going to get rid of all this old asphalt. It's going to be good. That's going to get dumped. And then in here, we're going to get the pad done. So first thing we're going to be doing is getting some retaining wall wood in the sides here, down here, and we're going to rip this fence out here, and we're going to put the pad in, sand pad in here. So I'm going to have to get rid of all the stuff out of here right now, so we can clear the way, because he'll be here in about an hour, I think. Yeah, maybe less than an hour. So we're going to see some pretty big changes. And while he's here, I might even get him to cut out the driveway where that's going to go, and possibly even chuck some metal in if we get time. So yeah, let's crack into that.
Keep the dirt in.
Yeah, keep the dirt.
Yeah.
And yeah, just get rid of all the concrete, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, some progress has been going on. Got that driveway starting to be cleared away. He's got rid of all the asphalt and stuff that was in there. And I've been on the tools down over here. And if you recall, there was a fence that was here. Old dilapidated buddy thing. You can see that, what's left of it, because this back boundary had to move too. So this is where the old fence was. And then down here, you can see where the new one is. So you can see there to there. So obviously we need to fill this so that we can put the pad in. Right, she's no rest for the wicked around here. It's holiday and the crew's at it. Got Sammy here from A1 Bobcats and Concrete, and Ash here. She's the apprentice concrete layer.
Yeah.
You might recognize her from other episodes such as Ashley Farted. So yeah, this is the size of the shed here, boxing. You can see a bit of work's gone onto the fence at the back there, so that's looking good. Yeah, so the side door is going to be down by where sort of Sam is there, and then we've got two automatic doors here. Yeah, little ripper.
There we go. Put it in like this.
That's what she said, eh? Yeah. Sammy, that's how you bang a fucking steak, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, is there a...
Oh.
Has this been screwed already? Sam, watering the... That's quite a flow you've got there, Sam. Quite the man. Boom, there we go. Ready to pour. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Ash, for moral support, and she also helped digging some footings out. But yeah, nah, looking good. Looking good. Next stop will be concrete coming in. Truck will drive right up here. Boom, shoot. Easy as you like. So that's next Saturday, Sam.
Yeah.
There we go, next Saturday. And at the same time, I'm going to order the decking timber. So I'm going to get that, hopefully get that down for Saturday too. It might be like pour some concrete and then pour some beers down our throats after. Bye-bye. Today, this is going there. Let's get into it. Oh, forgot to make any videos. She's been a grind, but we're getting there. I've been going for about 6 or 7 hours now. Still just laying it out, cutting the pieces. The boards ended up coming in quite odd lengths. They were 4/8s and then some of them 4/2s and even the odd 4. I was hoping for 6 meter lengths, and so I've had to do the joins a little bit different than I might normally do, but it's actually looking really good. So very little wastage, which was the key. All right, let's finish this last little bit. New toy. The old one shed itself. This has been very nice. Boom.
Come to the other side here. Pull that out. So when you need to, you might instead of breaking some up, put that hole.
Boom, there's a pad. Brush finish. Man, ready for a shed. For a shed and a few beers. Save us all there.
This is scary. Nah, you're good.